What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at this brand new 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. Huge shout out and thank you to Benson Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram for providing this vehicle for today's video. Check out the link to their website in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new 2021 Wranglers, so definitely check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is an Unlimited Sahara 4x4 finished off in Snazzberry Pearl Coat and has an MSRP at $56,000. Underneath the hood, this utilizes a 3.6 liter 6-cylinder engine that is also equipped with the e-torque system. This engine pumps out 285 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to all four wheels through the four-wheel drive system. And with a curb weight around 4,400 pounds and running on a 21.5 gallon fuel tank, you're looking at 19 miles per gallon in the city and 24 out on the highway. The overall length is 188.4 inches with a wheelbase at 118.4. The width is 73.8 with height at 73.6 inches. And then as far as towing and payload, max towing is 3,500 pounds with payload around 1,200 pounds. And then for off-road capabilities, the approach angle is around 42 degrees with breakover at 21 degrees and departure at 36 degrees. And overall ground clearance comes in at 10 inches. Now taking a look at the exterior design with the 2021 Wrangler Sahara. You can see the traditional 7 bars within this front grille, and it does feature silver trim. This also features LED headlights and LED daytime running lights. You can see more of the silver trim within the headlight housing, and that trim even carries over to this front bumper. You can see the LED fog light on each side. We also get black tow hooks on the upper portion. There's manual hood release levers on each side of the hood, and a nice body line going all around the hood. And as you make our way to the side profile, you can see how boxy everything looks, which really gives it that old school rugged appearance. And then this particular spec features the Sky one-touch power operated roof that has a power retractable soft top in the center portion. With one touch, it'll automatically retract, giving you miles of headroom, and it really gives the interior that open design that we love with a Wrangler. In addition to that roof, the rear windows are actually removable as well as the door panels, so you can really have that open-topped freedom experience in this Wrangler. And then you'll also notice along the side profile we have a cool trim piece behind the front fender with Sahara and Jeep Wrangler. There's also a body line going underneath the side mirrors leading its way all the way into the taillights. This Sahara is also featuring a set of 18-inch aluminum wheels. They're finished in a two-tone machined silver and metallic gray, and they're wrapped in a Goodyear Wrangler tire. And then making our way to the rear end, you can see the boxy design carry its way to the back, giving it that really nice design. We also have a set of three-dimensional looking taillights finished off with red housings, and then we have a black rear bumper with 4 parking sensors integrated into it. There's also the trailer hitch right in the center with all the electronic controls to the left of that, and then a metal tow hook over on the left side. We have the 5th full-size spare tire mounted on the swing gate with a standard backup camera right in the center. And then we have an adjustable third brake light right above that with the wiper blade integrated behind this. And then on the left side of the tire we have your release handle as well as a lock button and then a cap for the fuel filler. So there's a good look at the exterior as well as some of the specs on this 2021 Wrangler Sahara. Comment down below, what do you guys think of the new color Snazzberry? I think it looks so good. I definitely love this color. So now to get to the interior, we have the Jeep key fob. I can go ahead and lock the truck and then double tap the engine start stop button. It'll automatically roar to life. You can hear the V6. And then all you gotta do is just press the button again, it'll shut off, and then keeping the vehicle locked, all you have to do is grab the door handle, it'll automatically unlock, and there is a button on it to lock it, and we can check out the interior. This Wrangler is finished off with a black leather interior. You're gonna notice some silver accents as well as white stitching. If we take a look at the door panel now, it's finished off in black. We get black leather on the armrest with some padding and contrast stitching. You have your grab handle on the top, and then another grab handle down low to make it a lot easier to remove these door panels. Up front now we have your lock and unlock as well as the release handle and your mirror controls, and then you get a little bit of a storage net down below. Moving our way inside now, we have manual controls on the side of the seat. You can see all the black leather and contrast stitching. Really nice design as you make your way up the backrest, and we even get Sahara embroidered into the backrests. And then flipping around to the steering wheel, it's finished off in black leather with silver accents. And then now inside the Wrangler, keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. Taking a look at the gauge cluster now, we have your tach on the left side with your gear and the speedometer over on the right side. We have an LCD screen right in the center with your fuel level as well as engine temperature, and then using the panel over on the left side of the steering wheel, we can actually control what you see in the center screen. If I scroll down now through various menus, we can now scroll to the right and left to see a lot of the vitals within this truck. You can see a lot of the different information. Continuing to scroll down, we can see some off-road modes like pitch and roll and your drivetrain. Then we have fuel economy that will come up with trip information, as well as more items as we continue to scroll through all these menus. And then taking a look at the actual steering wheel now, we have all of your cruise control settings over on the right side, and then Bluetooth and audio controls are also on the left. We have the turn signal stalk and high beams on the left, and then over on the right side we have your windshield wiper controls. And then over to the left side of the steering wheel we have all your headlight controls as well as the interior lighting, one of the air vents, as well as some black leather trim with more stitching. And then moving our way across the dash, you can see more of the stitching. We get a little bit of storage up above, and then on the airbag cover it's finished off with more of the black leather and stitching, and we even have a grab handle. Moving our way to the center now, we have the 8.4-inch LCD touchscreen infotainment display. Beautiful display with a lot of HD graphics. We're on the climate control right now. It's very easy to control everything. We have dual zone climate, all of your different modes and everything like that. We can go under many different items. You can see your heated seats and steering wheel. We can tap for the backup camera and see how everything looks. Really nice resolution. We also have navigation. You can take a look at the map, nice and big. We have your phone as well. Then going under settings, you can see a lot of different information that you can control. You can scroll through every single thing within the vehicle. And then beneath the screen, we have physical climate controls, as you can see. We also have your volume button over on the left side, fan speed in the center, and then your track and tune over on the right. We have more controls beneath that, like a screen off, your downhill assist, parking sensors and hazards. And then we get traction control and the engine start stop feature. And then below all that, we have all of your power window controls right in the center because these doors are removable. And then we have a media flap that'll open up with a few different USBs and auxiliaries. And then we get a 12 volt over on this left side. And then beneath that, we have a little bit of storage here that you can fit a few smaller items, and then extra auxiliaries if you'd like to add some LED lights or a winch. And then right in the center console, we have your gear selector. Has an old school Jeep Wrangler up on the top, finished off in black leather with stitching. And then we have your manual 4-wheel drive controller on this left side going all the way into 4 low. And then taking a look at the center now, we have a manual parking brake with more leather and stitching, 2 cup holders on the right side, and a nice slot in the center for a phone. And then we have a black leather cover for your center armrest with more of the stitching. And then grabbing the upper button, you can open this up to reveal a little bit of storage space. And then grabbing the second lever, this opens up to reveal all of this space. Definitely pretty usable in here, as you can see. And then taking a look over at the glove box, this is lockable as well. Opening that up, we have quite a lot of storage space in the front here. And then going ahead and closing that up, taking one last look at the interior. Really clean the way everything is laid out, very minimalistic and extremely functional. I like with the Sahara, you get all the black leather and stitching. Definitely looks super nice. And then up on the ceiling now, we have speakers as well as your dome lights right in the center. And you can get a good look at the underside of this power folding roof. And then moving to the front, you can see the 2 controls to open up the roof as well as garage door openers on this left side. And as you can see with the roof sliding back now, there's so much light that is let into this SUV. And then taking a look at the rear seat space now, I can go ahead and open up this door. Finished off just like you saw up front. We even get the grab handle underneath and a little bit of storage. Running boards will also help you get in and out. You have the same black leather seats back here with all the stitching. This is a 3-row bench seat. And then on the back side of these front seats, you have 2 leather compartments for a little bit extra storage, as well as vents in the center with your window controls, and then USB ports as well as a 3-prong outlet, and then a little bit of storage. And then as far as the rear seat configuration, there's 2 levers on the side of this headrest. There's a skinnier one that'll actually fold down the headrest, which is really good for driver visibility. And then the one over on this right side will do that, along with even being able to fold down the whole seat. It folds nice and flat. As you can see, you're really opening up the storage space in the back of this Wrangler. All right, so hopping into the back of the Jeep Wrangler now. Closing up the door, you have a pretty good amount of space in here. I have the driver's seat set at my height and I'm 5'11". I have a few inches of knee room and my feet are fitting nice and comfortably as well. The armrest is in a pretty good place, and then you have quite a lot of glass back here to really make it feel nice and open. I do love how the speakers are right here in front of you, and then of course with this roof all the way slid back and either the doors off or the back window out, you just have endless amounts of headroom and air all around. You're just making it extremely comfortable. And then taking a look at the center now, this will actually fold down. You can pull this lever and the entire backrest and everything folds down to reveal a nice armrest. And we have some storage up front with 2 cup holders, and then you can easily fold this back into place. And then onto the rear storage space now. You can just grab this handle to open up this swing gate. It swings over and locks into place with the tire on it. And then you manually grab the glass. You can easily lift this up. It has gas struts to assist it. You can see everything opened up now. And you even do get a really cool diagram with a lot of the specs of the JL Wrangler. And then moving our way inside, it's very squared off. We do have an Alpine audio system with a subwoofer over on this right side. And you can even see the body colored roll bar all into this rear end. Has a pretty good amount of space in here as well. And then a very cool thing, if you grab this handle right now and lift this up, we have a little bit extra storage as well as bolt storage locations for all of the bolts for the doors and roof. And then from even back here, you can grab these two handles that we showed earlier and lift up these seats. You can see how they fold down nice and flat, really opening up the cargo space in the back of the Wrangler. Alright guys, so we are setting off now in the 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. First and foremost, this Snazzberry color I absolutely love. I'm a big fan of the color red. This one a really nice deep maroon red, beautiful look. And then Sahara, this is pretty much a fully loaded car on the luxury side. So we have all the nice leather everywhere, more comfortable tires comparing it to a Rubicon, which is going to be a little bit more off-road oriented. And then the roof, I'm excited to check that out, especially on a beautiful sunshiny day. So we have the normal V6 engine. You can get a turbo 4-cylinder or a diesel. So just getting up to some speed now. Nice and peppy, you know, the 8-speed automatic I think does a really good job utilizing the power, so it doesn't feel like a sluggish vehicle. It's not a sports car obviously, but it does do a really good job just getting right up to speed. So we're on a pretty bumpy road right now. You can feel some of the bumps. The Wrangler isn't exactly the most luxury oriented SUV on the market. Of course, with solid axles and things like that, this is designed for off-roading. It can do pretty much any terrain you throw its way, and it does sacrifice just a little bit of the on-road performance. So getting up to some speed now, we're about 40, 45 now. It's pretty comfortable though, I will say. I think some people think they're really bad on road, but honestly, it's pretty nice. It's nice and smooth. You don't really feel too many of the bumps now that we're on more of a normal road. And the steering is responsive enough for what this vehicle is intended for. As far as comfort though, the armrests are in a really good place and it's pretty easy to get the seat into a comfortable position. The steering wheel also feels really nice with the leather on it, and it's a pretty nice place to be. And then as far as the view out, you have such good visibility. You have a huge windshield. You can see the entire hood, and if you look up, you can even see the fender flare to really help pinpoint this truck when you're out off-road. Mirrors also do a really good job. And then over your left and right shoulders, you have pretty much no blind spots. This is a very open vehicle. And speaking about an open vehicle, if I just hold this button, and then if we go ahead and experience this now with it all the way open, we have the sun in my face now. And this is a really nice experience. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad, but as far as actually driving this vehicle now, it doesn't feel crazy windy. So I like how you get that blend of the open top experience without just being crazy windy, like if everything is off. So you get kind of a mix of everything. You can do it with just one touch of a button. Makes it super simple and convenient. And then as we close it and hit some bumps as well, the Jeep absorbs the bumps pretty nicely. And then as far as just normal cruising that we're doing, like I said, pretty comfortable. As far as the interior, using everything while driving, this screen is so nice and user-friendly. You have really big font, so it's really easy to tap an icon and see everything in really bold images. But really can't complain too much with a Jeep Wrangler. I think it has a lot to offer. My brother owned one for about a year, and it is a really fun SUV. Just all the things you can do with it, the adventure side, you know, taking the doors and roof off. How many vehicles can you do that in? Not many. The Wrangler is definitely something unique. And then we'll make a quick U-turn in a little bit of gravel because it's a Jeep. We got to go off-roading just a little bit. Of course, solid axles articulation is really good in this, and it feels nice and at home when you're on some bumps. A lot of articulation getting out of there. And then as we accelerate and then come to a stop now, the brakes also do a really good job. Definitely no problems there. And then one last acceleration, feeling out the transmission and engine. Nice and smooth transmission, gear changes, very seamless. And I like how we have the manual lever for the four-wheel drive. So when you are off-roading, going into 4-low and things like that, being that it's a manual shifter, you can completely know that you're in the gear. You don't have to wait for a computer to do the work for you. So that is a really cool feature. But since we are in the Sky Rook, we're gonna open this back up and experience the enjoyable wind. It is a beautiful day finally out here, and that just feels so awesome, having the wind in your hair, the miles of headroom, especially on a sunshiny day like today. So I think that's gonna wrap it up then for this 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. Definitely a really cool off-road focused SUV to check out. And since I'm a firm believer of putting things back where they belong, this truck was particularly parked up on these rocks. So we are gonna drive right up on these rocks to park it back to where it was. This is, of course, no trouble for a Jeep Wrangler. And we'll get it right back to where it was. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for plenty more content to come. And then a huge shout out and thank you to Benson Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram for providing this Jeep for today's video. They have a huge selection of the 2021 Wrangler lineup, so definitely check them out. But that's it, guys. I will see you next video.